Martin Kiarie, the Chief Executive Officer of Exemplar Technologies, is a young man determined to carve a niche in the digital marketing, and more than ever, he attributes his dedication of attaining this mission to the opportunity that comes with the growth in ICT.
I love people being impacted by brands and that whole innovative idea of how I interact with the brand. And for me, I was tired of seeing billboards. I was tired of seeing the same old TV ad that does nothing really in terms of exciting you to the level where you actually make a purchase decision.
Conventionally, marketing has been centered on getting out the message via advertising or promotion, and this narrows it down to only raising awareness. For this reason, involving IT totally gives marketing a different picture altogether, since in the broader spectrum, marketing through IT provides attraction to the customers, captures their mind, nurtures those who are not convinced, converts them, and evaluates the performance of the marketing strategy. According to Kiarie, Exemplar Technologies has dedicated all its efforts in disseminating this education of what IT can provide, and for them, a company's strategy is all that matters.
I'd say our key strength is in the training and the knowledge and strategies that we have. We've done a lot of market research locally, because software is just software. Software does what you tell it to do. Software applied is all about a strategy. So we've focused more on the strategy than the software itself.
Kiarie believes that the company's strategic plan should act as a flag bearer and IT should only play a facilitator role.
Don't get lost in the features and the functionality. Have a strategy, and that strategy should be based on serving your customer. And I promise you, you'll find it extremely easy to apply IT into your business. If, for example, your aim is to serve people faster, start by that and start by breaking it down to how will I do this. Then now let IT answer those problems, but don't bring IT in, then force the organization to fit into the software or into the functionality. It's the other way around. Always keep the customer first, and it's a win-win situation.
As Martin reiterates, in the current market age, consumers are highly empowered and have industry dominance, and therefore adopting interactive marketing and investing heavily on online marketing should be the path to be followed.
And if you look internationally, some of the countries, US, Britain, and so forth, a big chunk of their GDP, of their national growth is driven by these online economies. And it's not that it can't be done here, it's just the fact that we are not creating the value. And I'd like to reiterate that consumers are running there. Internet sector is the fastest growing sector. They are now 36% of Kenya's population is online. This is something that cannot be ignored. The problem is that businesses, industries are not creating the value for people when they go there.
Social media, for instance, has taken the market by storm, and seizing the opportunity available on this platform would translate to encouraging returns to the companies.
And brands really cannot ignore it, because that's where they would get a lot of their business, where about 2 million of Kenyans are on Facebook. Yeah, if they want to know about a brand, if my friend tells me that these guys are trustworthy, they're good, very likely I'll believe it. Now it's not limited to in the bar conversations. Now it can happen on the online space.
The social space is also a very great customer care platform.
So because in terms of marketing, there's two things. There's the sales, yes, but there's also the brand equity, the brand perception, there's the brand awareness. I think the social space answers that very well, where you deal with consumer problems in real time very quickly, where you tell people things about your industry that they didn't know, making yourself a thought leader. So I think that's how it's used in terms of marketing.
The advancement of ICT in Kenya has not been reflected in many areas, and it is not surprising that the reality that digital marketing is the way to go in this age for any business has not dawned.
Because at the end of the day, for an SME, every shilling has to bring 3 or 4 back. And it's only digital that allows you to track that, yes, you spent this much and you got this much back. And if you got less, you know how to improve it. So we come to answer those questions. Now, marketing has to be more intelligent in the SME sector than possibly with people with big budgets who are not so bothered about tracking.
It's through digital marketing that evaluation can be accurately achieved, and this is the reason why the SMEs should embrace this new trend.
So we use IT to basically give numbers that from this campaign you've generated this amount in revenue, and this is where you should increase your budget, this is where you should reduce it.
Online marketing pays off, emphasizes Martin Kiarie.
Some of our clients, one being a moving company, from their website, last year they did an analysis and about 8.7% of their total turnover, this is a top 100 company, came from their website, solely 100%.
According to Kiarie, online marketing is relatively cheaper, not only to the organization, but also comes with the affordability aspect to the consumers.
Create what we call an online value proposition, because that is what creates the demand for this online resource. So if you actually go to the Q Movers website, you'll find that for online inquiries only, for online quotations only, there's up to 25% off.
Designers who have perfected in the act of copy-paste web designing without outlined strategies. Jojo Kati, GBS.